First of all, I want you to understand that a man's visual, his visual, is extremely deep. I don't think a lot of women understand how deep it is to a man, his visual. A man's visual is as strong as most women you could compare it to a woman getting married and having children combined. That's how strong a visual is to man. When I say visual, what I mean is a man cannot not look. And when he is looking, he's not looking to go after or necessarily looking to lust. He's looking because it's in our nature to look. Because men are our visual is very powerful. At the last one, I told him, I remember visuals of females back when I was 6 years old. That was a long, long time ago. 6 years old. So the man's visual is very powerful. And what I want you to understand is, it's even more powerful when it comes to sensual images. And the reason I'm using that exact word, because later on I'm going to show you how all of that connects. So you need to understand that your man's visual is very powerful. The reason I'm telling you that is he not going to say it, but I'm going to say it, is that when you don't look good, and when I say look good, what I mean is got yourself together to be the best you can as often as you can. You know, nobody does that 365 days of the year. But I'm saying for the most part in front of your man, he remembers all of that. He not going to say nothing to you because he got to sleep next to you because he's your husband. But I'm telling you, it is hot. Let me tell you how deep this is. I'm going to give one of them. I got nuggets on here. I'm going to give you one early. Do you know in a secret code of a man's life, for example, when a man and his woman go somewhere and say it could be church, it could be out to dinner, it could be a party where a group of people are, every man knows that whoever has the best put together woman there is the winner in the room. Am I telling the truth, man? That's a secret code. So when the men bring a woman in the room, every man looking at every woman, and if you the winner, we just gotta look at you like that. And let me tell you something. It don't even matter what woman you have. I mean, nationality. She could be Caucasian, she could be African American, she could be Asian, Latino. Whoever has the best woman in that room, he's the winner. Every man in that room knows that. Do y'all get that? Every man in that room knows that. It's a secret code that us man got. So your man, let me tell you why it's important that you keep his visual entertained. Because men's mental and visual is like a Rolodex. Men take all these pictures, all these images they see especially from women, and whose ever image they seen the most that looks good to them, that's the one they're gonna remember most of the time. And these images pop up in men's head like out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. When I say out of nowhere, he could be talking to you and just the image pop up in his head. I mean, it ain't nothing that he doing on purpose. That's just how strong it is. So the reason I'm bringing that up, because the more you look good to him, let me tell you how deep this is. Let me come right. Let me tell y'all how good this is. When you look good, it builds your man's confidence. You know why? Because every man, see, in the world of a man, he's fighting and working every day to be the best he could be at everything. He has to fight against the world. He got to deal with his family. He got to deal with his job. He got to deal with everything. Everything that projects confidence in him or make him feel good, that's the winner. And there's nothing more powerful than the man's woman looking as best she can, because you're the only one that can make him feel like that. He could have 3 or 4 women, I mean fine women, hit on him. Even they could come up to him and say, boy, you look good. Oh, man, I appreciate that. But if his woman ain't saying that, it really don't mean nothing. I'm just keeping it real. It really don't mean nothing. And that visual is so powerful. It will it will motivate him to get you that brand new car and house that you've been wanting all that long time, that you kind of prayed for and didn't tell him about or told him about. Because the visual is that power. That's just how we built. That's how we operate. So I admonish you, just like I admonish men, I tell them the same thing. You want to look good for her because she looking at you and then looking at Bob over there. And Bob, he kind of looking at you, looking at Bob. And so it's the same thing. So visuals are very powerful. And I mean powerful. I don't want you to take them for granted.
Ain't this what you came for? Don't you wish you came more? Girl, what you playing for? Come on, let me kiss that.